Yo, what is up, everybody? Welcome back for another episode of the Bean Dip Podcast. Thank you guys for joining me. Shit, dude, it was an awesome past weekend. I know I missed the last episode last week, but my friend Henry, he came down. He lives by San Francisco area. I want to say Menlo Park, but I don't know if he's moved from there recently. But he's down over there. Homeboy came through because he does camera work. He'll record you. He takes pictures. He's just in that world. So me and him have been trying to like collab somehow, where he wants to do a spotlight. I guess that's what it's called. And he's with me throughout the whole day, taking these little these clips throughout the day and doing mini interviews. And then he got my performances, and it was just a fucking awesome weekend, man. Especially because I was with the homies, dude. I was with the homies since high school. Like I said, the homie Henry came down. Right now he's by San Francisco. And then, him coming down, we kicked it with my homie Bruce. And we've been great friends, since high school. We've had our ups and downs, but just to be able to spend the weekend with these dudes, just like, I wouldn't say partying, but just having a good time with each other was fucking awesome, dude. It was a weekend I definitely needed. I haven't had something like that in a while, because before, weekends, but you're hanging out with people you barely know, so it was nice to be able to hang out with my homies, like my true homies. And like I said, the weekend was awesome. It started off in Anaheim at the House of Blues. Great fucking room, the one we were in. I think it was called the Foundation or something like that. It was in the House of Blues, but it was like a upstairs room, and I guess it was called the Foundation. Sick ass setup. It was very nice. It was dope. The thing that confused me is I thought the House of Blues in Anaheim, it must have moved or they changed buildings, because from what I remember, you would go through like that path you would take through Disney, like it was like the Disney walk, or I don't know what you fucking call it, the Disney, I don't know. And then towards the end of it, you would run into the House of Blues, and it's this big, dark, brownish, blackish building, with like the sign House of Blues like on fire in the front. And you would go, I think there was like an upstairs or something. Now this one is like in a plaza on the corner or something, and it's just different. I mean, it's cool. I think it's smaller, but hey, you know what? Fuck it, times are changing. Maybe that was just who knows? Maybe it was haunted or something, and we got to get the fuck out of here. But it was a great weekend. It started off in Anaheim, House of Blues. Next day we went to Palmdale. Had a show at Lucky Luke's Brewery for so it was this comedian. His name is Drunken Stoner. You can find him on Instagram. It was called the Drunken Stone Fest. It was pretty awesome. Not the hugest like live audience, a lot of comedians, but there were some, and it still went great. And then I ended the weekend at Fox and Hounds for Aaron McBride's show, the Deadpan show. And dude, I love performing. I love performing for Aaron's shows. She's my homegirl. She's great. Yeah, love her. She's dope. But goddamn, that crowd was terrible, dude. I'm sorry, but look, sometimes it is the crowd, okay? As like a comedian, a lot of people, a lot of comedians say don't blame the crowd, right? Like, it's not their fault, you suck, but dude, this time, dude, it was so apparent that it was the crowd that when I was introducing Aaron and I told them to start clapping it up, no claps. They just did not clap, and I was like, what the fuck? Like it just like it struck me like weird, like, wow, bitches, like you just are not even here. Like you're here, but you're not here. And I was like, what do we have to do to like, we have to bribe your fucking asses? Clap, you sons of bitches. You know, they clap, and it was just rough, dude. Like, I couldn't believe it. Like, dude, you guys are coming out. You're in a bar. You're here to have a good time. And you're just gonna like have depleted energy. It was bad. But, you know, always, you know, I love performing for Aaron's shows. I'll always do it. That night, bad crowd. Great show, bad crowd. And yeah, that was awesome. And then the day after that, on Monday, my car was stolen. Yeah, dude. The car's gone, everybody. The car me and my girlfriend have been working on for this whole year, just trying to like get it going, jacked. I went to go see my homegirl Jules perform at Haha's Comedy. By the time I left the club, my car was gone. Gone, dude. I tried calling tow services to see if like it got towed anywhere. Nope. It took me like a day to make a police report because so we have this whole confusion with our fucking car, you know, and it's with the registration, and it just made it more complicated to just make a report right then and there. You know, I had to have all this stupid paperwork, but yeah, the car is dunzo, dude. Dunzo. And it was sad. I was sad about it, you know what I mean? Because we literally just fixed what needed to be fixed to get like the gas or the check engine light off. And then, you know what? Some dude was like, oh, perfect. This is the perfect time to fuck these guys over when they're on top of the mountain, you know, just like cut you down. Yeah, but I mean, fuck it, dude. The cool thing is like me and my girlfriend, it didn't like create any problems, you know. If anything, I think it, in a weird way, it's kind of made us like closer together. It sounds so like not dramatic, but it sounds cheesy, but we've been chilling. We've been great. We've been great. So yeah, bad thing that our shitty car got, and I hope if she listens, it's not a shitty car, but our old car got stolen. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, what a way to like start the beginning of the week after a beautiful weekend, right? Fuck, man. So I don't know. I think now we're talking about getting a Tesla. We got like an Uber to make the police report, and this guy in a Tesla picked us up, and he was just telling us all the info that he researched in his life before he got a Tesla. And my chick looked at me, she's like, dude, I'm sold. We're getting a Tesla. It's like, yeah, fuck yeah, dude, I'm fucking down. Those things are badass, you know? So we'll see what happens. We're gonna have to make a lot of moves before. Well, hey, honestly, what's probably gonna help us out, and it's a. I know I've been making these announcements about like my show, but so the announcement to start the show, the first day of the open mic, which will be the beginning of everything when it comes to my own produced show, March 20th, we will have our first open mic. If you're a comedian, shit, dude, if you're any kind of artist and you want to come through to Brujeria Brewery. It's in Pico Rivera. It's going to be every Monday. I still don't know the time when we're going to start it, because I think the brewery usually opens at 4. I don't know if he's going to want me to do it like right after when it's open or what. So we're going to find that out. I still have to make I have to make flyers. I have to make the IG page. I'm probably not going to do that today because just too much going on that I got to do besides that. But yeah, March 20th, dude, look out for that, guys. Because I will be, for some of you, I will be hitting you guys up with the information to see what's up. And, you know, hopefully we can make it a great thing. It's going to be out here in Pico Rivera. You know, there's not a lot of that going on like consistently. You know, I mean, there are dudes out here that are constantly doing shows. Like shout out to Sebastian. I don't know. I don't even know his last name. Some of these dudes, I don't know their last names, but um, I know I've seen Homeboy like just everywhere throughout the east side of LA, um, doing stuff. You know, um, Sebastian Satina. Yeah, Sebastian Satina. This fool's fucking everywhere. Um, and then Narciso Gonzalez. This dude's everywhere too, dude. These guys are all up in East LA area. Fuck it, I don't know, Whittier, Montebello. They're just everywhere, okay? So it's gonna be like, it's not like stuff is not going on this side. I think the only thing, the difference is these guys are big time, right? They've been in the game like 20 years, okay? So um I don't think they deal in the open mic business. They got shows, you know, and I'm sure they bring on new people, right? They've had me on their shows. Well, Sebastian hasn't, but Narciso has. Um, so I think that's the thing. What I'm trying to do is, you know, I could honestly say that I'm gonna attempt to help develop comedians in this area, right? I know it sounds like a not egotistical, like I'm a little bit like up talking my situation or whatever, but I mean, an open mic is essentially a place where comedians can practice, can not worry about bombing, and can just see what the joke can be or will be, you know. So I'm looking forward to, like I said, there are other spots, but specifically Pico Rivera, I'm like in the perfect area for, you know, people that come from Montebello, Pico Rivera, Whittier, Downey, East LA. Like there's other spots, but they're kind of far from these areas, right? There's a spot in El Monte called the Chatterbox. And I'm sure I've told you guys this before, but from here to El Monte, that's like what, 25 minutes? Nah, it's probably like 15 minutes actually. 15 minutes. And then there's another one, Bellflower, 20 minutes. But I mean, I'm right in between that, Pico Rivera. I mean, I'm telling you, that might be like a 10-minute drive for some people. You know what I mean? And well, so here's the deal. You know, for the open mic, it's going to be, you have to buy a drink in order to perform, or you have to buy something at the location, the Brujeria Brewery, in order to perform. That's the only thing. And other than that, I think it's going to be great, man. It's going to be great for the community. You know, it's going to be great for all of us just to have something close by to just, you know, another source of entertainment, right? Some outside live entertainment, because, you know, all this is going to translate to the shows, right? The open mic, not only, yeah, it's for comedians, for myself, but it's going to help promote for these shows that are going to be coming up. There's probably going to be an even bigger show that I'm going to have in the summer at the neighboring record store called Sanford Vintage, okay? So just a lot, you know, I'm trying to, you know, really submerge myself in the comedy world, you know, and let's see how it goes, baby. You know, I'm excited, you know. But yeah, dude, and then, you know, one cool thing I didn't mention right now, dude, the homie Bruce. Shout out to the homie Bruce, dude. I told him, you know, I've been thinking about getting a Game Boy because I miss Game Boy. For my birthday, homeboy got me a Game Boy Color, dude. And not only that, he got one of my childhood games that I used to love playing. I think it's called Newspaper Boy or something. I forgot what it's called. Newspaper Boy? No, what the fuck is it called? Paperboy. Paperboy, such a badass game, old school game. You're just basically this kid on a bike, and you're trying to throw the mail into the mailboxes, and you gotta dodge dogs, you gotta dodge these like potholes, like, and it's very basic graphics, you know, it's like 2D graphics, but such an awesome game. Dude, shout out to Bruce, love you, bro. That was super sick. I left my bubbler at his house. Maybe we could hit up a dab and then hit up some Paperboy, you know? Fuck yeah, dude. And then, you know, I had a show yesterday at Haha's, which was super great. It was for Jack Jr. He has shows there, I think every Friday or Thursday. It was Thursday. And it was great, man. I headlined, and I was glad Jack seen it, you know what I mean? Because this was my main goal, you know what I mean? For working at Haha's, I wanted to meet comedians, you know what I mean? Network, let them know who I am, and to be able to perform. Dude, Jack is the son of the owners there, okay? The owners that own Haha, he is their son. So I'm so glad that he was able to catch my set, you know what I mean? That was my mission. That was my mission coming to this place, Haha's, and I accomplished it. So very happy about that. And my set went awesome, dude. It went so fucking great. It was just, I loved it, you know. And then Jack did give me some cool ass words. He was like, bro, that was really great. And I mean that. That was awesome. He's like, that was the best set I've seen you do. So thank you, Jack. I told him to his face already, but hey, you know what? If you ever check this podcast out, thank you again, bro. Fucking awesome. But yeah, man, that was great. Yeah, hell yeah. So yeah, just this whole week of shows and news and just a lot of things going on, man, and I'm just looking forward to everything because, you know, it is true, man. Like, you work hard, you keep busting your ass, and maybe it's not even the outcome, you know what I mean? It's just seeing like how much you can actually do when you really want to try to do something, you know? It's mind-blowing and surreal at the same time. But yeah, probably one of the greatest contest. I don't even know if I can call it a sport. Let's just call it a competition. One of the maybe greatest competitions that I think I've ever, you know, at first that slapping competition. I don't know if you guys have seen that slapping competition where dudes are just slapping each other until they give up. That was killing it for me. That was like, yeah, this is it, right? But I recently stumbled upon this competition, which is called husband calling contest. And dude, so this shit comes from Iowa, and basically I don't really know the rules to it, but I think these ladies are trying to call their husbands names in the most annoying way possible. So I don't really know what the goal is like, because I heard in one video they're trying to call them for dinner, but then I don't know, but it is insane. This contest comes from Iowa, okay? It's called the husband calling contest. Let me see if I could show you guys just a clip. There's like this TikTok clip of these contestants. There's 5 of them, okay? And you're gonna hear all 5, and it's just gonna put them one after the other, and I'll try to let you know when it's a different girl. So let's do this.
Bob! Hurry up! I don't want to be late.
This is 5th place.
Bob, hurry! Bob! Robert, Dean! Yoo-hoo!
4th place.
Yoo-hoo!
Third place. Second place. This is first place.
Can you hear me? You get yourself in here right now. Come on. You know you're going to be late again, and you know that I want to get there on time. Roy? Roy.
Oh my god. Dude, I don't know why, but I get a crazy kick out of that, dude. That shit is wild. I don't know how well it's gonna come out on here, but I'm sure you guys heard a couple of them. The last one, who was the first place winner out of those 5 contestants, is this old lady. She looks like she could be in her late 70s, and she's dressed like very old-timey, right? Like maybe from the 40s, 50s, right? Like she's dressed very old-timey, and she just like, I don't know, okay, I don't know if any of you have this image of your head of sometimes like shows from back in the day, maybe where like there's this, older guy, he's married and he's just sitting on the couch and just reading the newspaper, and like his older wife is like calling for him because she's just I can't even explain it, dude, but it's giving too much of a picture. She is just like, she deserves that first place, dude. She fucking deserves it. I really want to have this as a contest for real, dude. If you guys can just, you yourselves that are listening right now, dude, look up Iowa's husband calling contest. Look, first of all, look, this just goes to show that, look, if your state has competitions like this and it's known to come from your state sucks, dude. There is nothing out there to do, right? And look, this isn't even like one. They have other contests where they're calling things. Like there's this hog calling contest. It's called Hog Calling Contest. And I'm gonna take you guys through another fucking journey of crazy fucking sounds, dude. Let me see. It's wild. And dude, so I'm watching these videos, and these fucking, the people in the audience they give a round of applause. Like they're like, nice, yes, like it's golf, beautiful, great, that execution, nice. It's wild, dude. I feel like I'm not even giving it enough justice the way I'm talking about it. Let me see. So this is a hog calling contest. I'm just going to put on 2 of the contestants. It's going to be a guy and then this big old fucking white lady who looks like she fucking actually deals with pigs. Hold up.
So I've actually grew up in this city, but I actually studied this and watched it, so we'll see how well I do today.
The round of applause is amazing. This is the lady. Wow.
That's all, folks.
Oh yeah, the round of applause, dude. The round of applause and the satisfaction that I see in the audience's face is, look, I want to be in the contest. I'm sorry. I want to be like, see, pig. Dude, I feel like some of these contests on this hog calling contest, dude, they should be in like metal bands. They should be singing heavy metal or black metal. Sweet! Oh my god, dude, I am telling you guys, I recommend these videos. Husband calling contest, hog calling contest. They have other calling contests, but these are the best. They have chicken one, who gives a fuck? I mean, they have one for like where it's kids and they're calling their mom. Some of them are pretty good, but fucking kids, you know. It's better to see a fucking full-grown adult make a complete ass of themselves. But like I said, 100% recommend these videos, dude. I think we need to bring them to California. Like I said, the only reason Iowa, maybe one day I might perform there. But for now, you guys don't know me. Dude, this says a lot about your fucking state, dude. And oh my God. Holy shit, dude. Holy shit, dude. I guess it's family good fun, right? You could take the kids, you could take your grandma. That's why I think Louis Armstrong is like, what a wonderful world. Oh yeah. Wee, pig, pig. Ah! Oh my god. I told my girlfriend I think she should be on the husband calling contest. I'm sure there's some things that she does that would work, you know, big time. She has this thing where, like, if I don't respond fast enough, as if, like, I'm not listening, she'll be like, hello. So I was like, you could just go on there and just be like, hello. I don't know, man. That shit. Oh, fucking great. Shout out to all the contestants of those calling contests. Awesome. Shit, dude. So there's been like a lot of news with like this DC stuff. You know, I'm a nerd for these comic books, so I'm sorry you guys are gonna have to hear this shit. I know some of you care, some of you don't. Whatever, dude. I care and I don't care. But James Gunn, he announced the slate, I guess, of what we can expect when it comes to movies. I'm not going to go through all of them. I'm just going to go through the ones that I think I care about. Like, there's some interesting ones, but I don't know enough about those characters to be like, yeah, I'm excited. Like, I'm interested, but yeah. I mean, there's another dude, but let's get to the ones I'm looking forward to first. He's going to have a Superman movie, and dude, I think out of all of them, of the ones that I'm mentioning, I'm so excited for this one because I think James Gunn will do Superman justice, big time, dude. And I'm not gonna say that the Superman movie before this one with Henry Cavill wasn't good. He was a great Superman, so far the greatest. But I'm giving James Gunn 100% credit that he is gonna make a badass Superman movie, dude. I don't know if he came out with dates of when these movies are gonna come out, but Superman is gonna be badass. I'm super excited. I forgot which comic book they're gonna base it off of, but basically I think the concept that they're trying to give Superman is that he's that old American way, right? So like as time goes on and is more complicated, his values are going to stay stuck in the past. You know what I mean? He might be like, his personality might be very American tradition, you know, where he's actually, because if you think about Superman's character, he's dude, he came from a farm. He came from a farming family, you know, and most, like, I mean, look at what I just brought up in Iowa with hog calling contests and this is where Superman came from, right? He was sitting in that audience being like, oh yes, that was a great hog call. Yes, I do that all the time. Wee, pig, wee! You know, that's Superman. That's Clark Kent. That's where he came from. So I like the idea of him being like this kind of like old American, old school traditional mindset. You know what I mean? I wonder if there's no way Superman can't be racist, right? He's an alien, you know. That'd be hilarious, right? Just racist aliens, you know what I mean? They don't share any kind of concept with humans, but when they come to Earth, like all of a sudden, they just believe in segregation, white power, and all that. I don't know, but we'll see. I'm totally excited for it. I think most of these movies are supposed to be coming out like 2025. I think it's gonna be awesome, bro. I can't wait. DC characters, they need to be brought out into the light. You know, Marvel, yeah, they brought out all these characters, but I think when it came to Marvel, they did justice only in the Avengers saga, whatever that was, you know? I didn't like any of their other movies. I didn't like any of the Thor movies. I didn't like any of the Iron Man movies. Fuck Ant-Man. I'm sorry, dude. I'm not going to waste my time on that character. I don't care how involved he is in the main storyline. They fucked up Incredible Hulk. You know, Spider-Man is the best one, and that's probably because Sony owns them, and they're not giving full rights to Disney. Yeah, so I think it's great that James Gunn is coming in along to bring out some of these characters that we've always known and loved, but never were given the chance to show what's up. You know what I mean? So yeah, Superman, like I said, looking forward to it. It's going to be awesome. And then he's going to do a Batman and Robin movie, which, dude, it's due, bro. You have to do it, man. Robin, what can I say? It's like eggs and bacon. You know what I mean? You need Robin with Batman, dude. They've been together for a long time. Just to be having these Batman movies with no Robin is not dope. It's not cool. Batman is cool, but I think we're starting to like, it's just overdone with Batman, right? People love Batman. He's the greatest superhero ever, but dude, too much Batman. I want some Robin. Here's the thing about it, though. So even though this one's set to, I think, come out for 2025 as well, it's not the Robin I wanted, okay? It's Damian Wayne, Batman's son. He's the last Robin. I wish we would have gotten Dick Grayson Robin. You know, that would have been so great to see Dick Grayson Robin in the old school Robin outfit. He's my favorite Robin. And I think most comic book geeks and nerds would agree he's the best Robin. But I guess in this universe or world, you know, the Bat family will have already been established. So maybe Dick Grayson Robin is now Nightwing already. He's Nightwing, probably what's his name, Red Hood or something like that. Fucking forget is the other dude, and then fucking Jason Todd's character, and then the actual the Red Robin, not what Tim Drake. So a lot of Robins, guys. I know, a lot to keep up with, but I am looking forward to it. I think Damian Wayne is my least favorite Robin, but it's a Robin nonetheless. And I can't wait to see it in a movie, dude. It's maybe even it's probably gonna be PG-13, but dude, it's gonna be great, man. Like, I'm sure they're gonna try to hone in on. See, here's the thing when it comes to maybe these James Gunn movies. Like, say with Batman, whenever there's these, like, you know, you think about Matt Reeves and Robert Pattinson, that kind of Batman, or even Nolan, and then what's his name, Christian Bale, right? Like, there's a darker tone to these Batmans, right? Where you're trying to make him more like horrific, not horrific, but like something terrifying, right? Where I think James Gunn will probably have that, like, that dark, terrifying tone for Batman, but I also believe there's gonna be a lighter light on Batman. Yeah, and I can't wait. I'm looking forward to it. And I think the last one that I'm super excited for is the Swamp Thing. They're saying that that's gonna be like a horror type movie, and I don't know if it's gonna be a horror movie or a show, but I'm looking forward to it. And just look in general, dude, I cannot wait for these new run of DC movies, because it's just gonna propel DC to another level. It's gonna have people finding out about these great characters that nobody knows about, right? Like, they also mentioned that they're gonna come out with the Booster Gold movie. Booster Gold is this hero from the future, but he's a failure in the future. He's a failure, and he basically used some type of technology to come to the past, where, you know, his technology from the future should surpass most of what we have during the present here, but he's still pretty much just like a second-rate hero, even over here. And I think that's going to be pretty comical. You know what I mean? He has a great storyline in the Justice League Unlimited, on the cartoon series. But yeah, man, I'm just excited, bro. This is, like I said, DC, it's due, man. You know, they need to be coming out with, like, it doesn't have to be so grounded all the time. You know what I mean? Like, it makes sense to have, I guess they've been using the word fantastical, right? Like, it makes sense for DC to have these fantastical storylines too, you know? Like, it doesn't always have to be street level crime. It could be galactic, intergalactic, you know? So, yeah, I've just been nerding out on this shit. Like always, you guys know what's up. Comic book heroes, bro. I don't know what it is about them, dude. I'm just obsessed, you know? I got a pen recently. It's called Dabwoods. My comedian homie gave it to me. It's not bad. It's cool. But yeah, dude. I also recently passed Ghost of Tsushima, the video game. Shit, dude. That's a great game. I'm gonna say that, dude. It's a great fucking game. I love the side quest. This is probably one of those open world games that, this might be the only one, that and possibly Skyrim, that I loved the side quests. The side quest, I didn't feel like I wanted to rush through them, or like not give a fuck about them, or just like felt like it was an inconvenience. They were beautiful, dude. You're writing haikus sometimes, or sometimes you're like playing a flute for an animal, like a majestic animal, to come closer to you, for you to be connected with it. My favorite part of the, like, say these side quest games are the duels. The duels are awesome, dude. They're so fucking sick. I that's my favorite part, dude. I love that shit. In terms of like, say like a beautiful open world that just seems vast and like unlimited, I feel like I gotta give it to Red Dead Redemption 2. This one is dope. I like the different, like, you know, like the map, the world in Ghost of Tsushima. It's very colorful, very different, but there's something about it that was missing. Like, you look at Red Dead Redemption 2. Say you're riding your horse and you're riding too fast. If you're not steering correctly, you could run into a tree and hurt yourself. Okay, that's how fucking on top of it that game is. That's how detailed it is. In Ghost of Tsushima, if you run into a tree, nothing happens. You slow down or you stop and that's it, right? Like in, say, Red Dead Redemption 2, if you throw a Molotov cocktail that, you know, will combust into flames, that patch of grass or whatever that's right there will burn and it'll shrivel and it'll turn black. In Ghost of Tsushima, if you throw that into a patch of grass, sure, the grass catches on fire, but nothing happens to it. It doesn't erode, it doesn't disintegrate, it stays the same. So that's what I'm saying is, like, when it came to like certain things, it seemed like they're like, we don't care about those details. No one is going to care about those details. All we care about is what we can give the character and basically the story. Because to be honest, I felt like the character was a little bit overpowered even from the beginning. Like, I didn't put it, so games now, you know, it's like hard. I play it on hard, right? Because medium is just too easy. Hard is cool. You're gonna die sometimes, but it's still cool. But I felt like the character is a little bit overpowered. At some point, you just become unbeatable. I know there's some other things that I just thought like it was lacking on. I just thought like some of the, for how great the game looked and for how great the storyline was, like, and how open the world it seemed to be, I thought there was just a lot of details that they didn't care about, you know? Which is not bad, you know what I mean? Like, that doesn't like change the game, you know? But I think when it comes to hype, I don't think it's better than Red Dead Redemption 2. When it comes to Skyrim, I think the storyline is definitely way better, you know, when it comes to Ghost of Tsushima. Ghost of Tsushima is better than Skyrim. Skyrim is so huge, though. It's so fucking vast. So many little missions, so many side quests. That game is amazing. I guess when it comes to customizing your character, I would say it's pretty limited in Ghost of Tsushima. You know, you're given armor, but I think it would have been better if you were able to change, like, gloves. You know, you could have different gloves from, instead of what gloves come with the outfit, change the boots, you know. Yeah, the customization is not that great. You pick one armor, you can pick a mask or a helmet. But the story's great, man. It's based on the Mongols invading Japan. All the samurais get wiped out and there's a few left. Yeah, man, it's a great game. It's a great game. I'll give it that. And maybe like out of 10 bean dips, I'll give it 8.5. 8.5 bean dips. Hell yeah. I mean, I could have given it a 9, but like I said, it's at some point it just seemed, even though it was hard, it just kind of seemed like the character was just too overpowered from the beginning. I love customizing characters, you know what I mean? And the customization on the character, it was okay. You know, it's not the least, but it's not the most. It's just okay. I would have loved it if you could even change the guy's hair or something, you know? I know sounds silly, but when it comes to like these other games that kind of like are on the same level of like the type of game, you see what other games have to offer. Like I wouldn't call the Star Wars game, or I wouldn't even call The Last of Us. I just played those games not that long. Those are not open world games. Those are like storyline driven games, right? There's nowhere else you can go. There's a path. There's only one path because this is the story. So basically, like, you're not necessarily comparing its properties or its abilities or what the game actually is compared to other games that share those similar qualities. Those games are story-driven games, so you're just going off of the story and some of the gameplay, you know? Yeah, of course that's got to be fun, you know? So I think that's why, like, maybe you could argue with me into giving it a 9, but for now I'm gonna give it 8.5 bean dips. Okay. And I do recommend it, man. The ending is a badass ending. I love the ending. And I'm glad at the end they let you redo some of those little side missions. Like, I still I want to play those duels. Those duels are so fucking fun. And yeah, dude, I know I was going to give myself a break with video games, but because of this, like, Last of Us show that came out on HBO Max, I'm not saying I'm going to get it soon, but I am going to buy part 1 Last of Us, because I have part 2, but I am going to buy part 1 because, bro, I got to. You know what I mean? That's, like I said, it's a great story. I never played part 1, and I'm definitely looking forward to it. But yeah, everybody, fuck, dude. Yeah, that was my week, bro. It didn't seem like a lot just by talking about it, but by going through it day by day, fuck. Shit was hectic, man. Shows. Do I have any shows? I have shows. Today is the 2nd or 3rd. I have a show on the 11th, which is Jeebus Christo. 1 second, everybody. Fuck. The 11th. The 11th is a Saturday. Okay, cool. So yeah, I have a show on Saturday at 4th Wall. I know he sent me the info. Most likely it's gonna be like at 8 o'clock. Let me see. 8-minute set. 9:45, great. Hella late. Amazing. No, it's all good. I fucking love 4th Wall. I'm sure you guys have heard me say it before, but it is going to be at the 4th Wall, 9:45, February 11th, which is a Saturday. If you guys can make it, I hope you can. It's going to be a great show. You know, I always love putting on a great show for you guys if you guys can, you know, be out there. Other than that, in February, I'm free, which is fine. I'm probably going to be just chilling because things are going to still just keep on getting busier and busier. But like March is the month to look out for. On the 3rd, I have a show in Corona. When I get the info for that, I'll post it up. I have a show at Haha's again on March 5th. When the details come in for that, I'll post them up. And then, like I said, on the 20th, March 20th, the first day of my own open mic and the first day that is the beginning of it all. So I hope you guys can join me for all that. Thank you guys for listening again. Love you guys. Peace.